Earlier this week, Recreations Commissioner Lazarus Sims on administrative leave. This follows a report from City Auditor Marty Masterpole that found financial discrepancies in the Parks Department, leading to an investigation from the District Attorney's Office. Here to help piece together how this all began and what comes next is Talking Points Analyst Conor Wight. Conor, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So, as I understand it, a City Council person set this all in motion, correct?
Yes, this all started when Common Councilor Suzanne Boyle received a tip from a constituent that something was off within the Parks Department. So she initially took this to Walsh's transition team after he won the election for mayor. She wasn't satisfied with the way that the team handled it. They rehired Sims, of course. So she then went on to talk to City Auditor Marty Masterpole. He investigated it through a city audit of the department, and what he found several financial discrepancies, some irregularities that to him raised enough alarm bells to take it to the district attorney. And
you mentioned the discrepancy within that transition, and how exactly did Walsh's team handle it outside of just simply rehiring?
Well, what they said was when they took a look at it, they decided they didn't really have enough hard evidence at the time to be able to do anything about Sims. They wanted to rehire him and sort of see how things went. In a statement from the Director of City Initiatives, they said that given the limitations of not yet being in office, our review was inconclusive. Rather than act with incomplete information, we decided it was better to take time to assess the Commissioner's performance after taking office. So they were going on the idea that in the transition phase, they didn't really have enough authority to dive into what had gone wrong, so they decided to make it more of a trial basis.
And in terms of diving into what that went wrong, do we know anything that actually was found yet?
We don't know specifically. The DA has looked to can anyone who's in the know on this to make any statements public, as they're afraid that it could meddle with their investigation.
And it's saying, well, the district attorney's office is saying that there are already laws that have been broken because you have breached the fact that the public has not been able to have this information. So what is that kind of based on?
Right, so on Monday, Marty Masterpole had a meeting with city common councilors, and there they discussed he was briefing them as to what he found within the audit. Before they could release that to the public, the DA said, stop, we don't want this going out. Now, what a watchdog committee has brought up is something called the open meeting law, which is a New York State law, which says that without an executive session being called, which was not called in this case, you cannot have a meeting between public officials on private information that is not then made public.
And what can we expect next coming out of that for this investigation?
Well, we're not quite sure what comes next. For now, the Deputy Commissioner of the Parks Department, she's handling day-to-day responsibilities, while the Deputy Mayor has taken over as the interim commissioner. And we'll sort of just have to see. The DA has said that their investigation should be wrapped up relatively soon, so it's just a waiting game at this point.
Thanks for looking into it, and we'll certainly keep our eye on it.
Thank you.